Let's stick with that topic now. We are on the eve of the 2-year anniversary of Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
The UK has accepted around 200,000 Ukrainian refugees, but a visa scheme allowing family members to join has now closed, a move branded cruel by some critics.
Now, in a moment, we'll be joined by Chris Talikovsky from the charity Swindon Welcomes Ukraine. But first joining us now is someone who left her home and fled to Britain. Tanya Tymofeienko joins us now. Tanya, really good to talk to you. Can you tell us a little bit about your journey, what the situation was like, and really, I suppose, your story?
Hi. Well, I moved to the UK as soon as the war started. I left home with my children. It's the story of what you read in the news, really. I put some necessities into suitcases and I gave away my things and we left. It was about a 3 or 4 week almost journey for us, with a stopover to wait for the visas to arrive, and you know, some train rides, car rides, hitchhikes, and a plane ride here. And it's good to finally, you know, feel like I've kind of settled down.
What, Tanya, has life been like for you since you arrived in the UK? How welcome have you felt? How easy has it been to settle away from home?
I think for me it's been, you know, relatively easy because I speak English. I was an English teacher back at home and I don't take it for granted. I have a lot of opportunities to get involved with things and find jobs and things like that. It's not been easy from perspective of, you know, it's hard to adjust. I've had to move around the UK quite a bit as well, so resettling into a new city is always difficult. But all the support we get here is so much and it's so helpful. Anywhere you turn, you will get help and you will get support from local people, from everybody. It's amazing.
Well, that's
we're very grateful for that.
I mean, it's really wonderful to hear. Let's bring in Chris Talikovsky now, who is from Swindon Welcomes Ukraine. A really excellent initiative. Tell us about your initiative and what you set out to do and the help that you've been giving.
So we started Swindon Welcomes Ukraine at the start of the war by getting a group of hosts together to make the pathway for welcoming Ukrainians to be easier. And then when the Ukrainians started coming over in Swindon, we've had over 400 now, and we found some natural leaders and they joined our group, and we've been looking after some of the basic needs of those that have joined our community. So from providing English language classes to finding free bikes that we can convert and they can ride around to learning and bringing them together in social environments all the time as well. So it's really about trying to build community from the get-go, from the start of the war, and then creating initiatives like this, community gardens, where we can get them out planting, growing vegetables, being together in the sun, and you know, making good of a pretty terrible situation that they're having to face with their families, many situations back home in a war situation.
And Chris, at the start of this war, no one knew how long it was going to go on for, but perhaps couldn't envisage to be entering the third year and at a stalemate. In terms of the visa situation, Ukrainians who came to the UK have now got the chance to apply for an 18-month extension to their visas, but the scheme for family members to come over has now closed. I wonder what you make of that.
Well, it's a bit sad they've closed the family situation, the family visas. It's good that they've extended the Homes for Ukraine visas. We'd actually like to see the government make a general pathway for citizenship for those people that are contributing economically and productivity-wise to the country, because we've built an amazing community of people that are really heavily contributing to our society here in Swindon, but across the wider UK as well. So I think it's great that there's an extension. It gives some stability and confidence to the Ukrainians that are here. But I think the government could go further to enable some kind of settlement programme for those that want to stay.
And Tanya, if we can come back to you, Chris explained there about Swindon Welcomes Ukrainians. How important are initiatives like this to get you involved with the local community, to actually feel that you have love and support in this country?
It's really important to get involved with community projects and events, as in my opinion. I think for the first time in 2 years, I finally feel like I've settled down and I feel like I'm part of something and I'm contributing, because previously it was hard for me to be involved in things as I was moving around and getting resettled. But here, there's so many opportunities to be involved with, whether you like certain things or you like organizing projects or you're good with children. There's any talent that you have. We in Swindon Welcomes Ukraine, we will find a pathway for you to feel fulfilled and do what you love and share it with people. And I think it's so important for people like myself who are displaced now to find a way to feel that kind of fulfillment where they do something and they contribute, because it's so easy to feel lost and just kind of unimportant, or feel like not feel great about yourself, because it's hard to adjust. It is. So initiatives like this help people find their feet, help them do something meaningful and feel good.
And Tanya, you're clearly making a life, making a home here, but can you see a day where the situation enables you to be able to return home?
It's a very difficult question to answer, to be honest. I was not able to plan ahead at all, especially up until the visas have been extended. I just try not to think about it, to be honest, because I don't really have a place to go back to. And but now that they have, it just feels good to know that I'm good for a few years, just where I am, especially with small children who as they get older especially, it's harder for them to accept change and have to move around. Mine have moved schools 3 times now, and they're firm on not having to go anywhere else in the near future.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. Tanya Tymofeienko and Chris Talaskovsky from Swindon Welcomes Ukraine. I mean, really humbling, isn't it, to hear Tanya there talk about, I don't have a home.
I think what it does is it just explains it on a human level. It's all well to talk about figures and facts and the numbers of people that are here, but you can hear the emotion in her voice there about she finally doesn't have to move. And I think also for the children, knowing they have a future in this country is absolutely
somewhere
vital.
To call home.
Yeah.